opportunities for Indian youth in Japan. Okay. Again, I'm a freelance advisor in Indo-Japanese relations. I'm also director, Kansai Japan India Culture Society, Kobe, Japan. I'm a senior advisor in the India-Japan Business Desk Culture and Company, which is a law firm in New Delhi. And I'm an ex-managing director, Sharp India Limited. All right. Today's topics for discussion is number one, secrets of Japan's recovery after the World War II. You may have or have not heard about it. Number two, beyond Industry 4.0. I think all know about Industry 4.0, but I'm going to talk about beyond that. Number three, career opportunities, the main topic of today in Japan. And I'd like to tell you something about a good academic opportunity in Japan at International University of Japan. And number four, lastly, how to survive in a VUCA world. We are living in a VUCA world. Have you heard about that? But anyway, I'll show you. The first thing I like to share with you all is a world map from the global standard, which you're very familiar with. See, this is a global map and global standard map that you are familiar with since long time back. And in this map, the world looks very, very strange for me because Japan looks very far away from the United States. But that is not true because we all Japanese people are looking at the world this way. Look at this. How do you think it looks? See, Japan is located in between the United States and India, and the United States of America on the western coast is much, much closer than you may think. And it is closer than Europe even. So it's a totally different perspective that you can look at it. See? Now, in 1979, a book was published by a professor, American professor at Harvard University. The book was titled very sensational, as it said, Japan is number one. But more importantly, the subtitle is Lessons for America. Okay? So let me tell you about this story, but from my perspective only. The fact was, in 1968, Japan has made its number two position in the world in terms of GDP over West Germany at the time and only next to USA. Just imagine and remember when the World War II ended. Do you remember when was that? It was in 1945. See, 1945. Excuse me. The two atomic bombs dropped by the Americans ended the war. And on the August 15th of 1945, Japan surrendered to the Allies, and that made the end of the war. So coincidentally, 15th of August, you Indian people are celebrating your independence, while we at Japanese, we are not celebrating it, but we are remembering all the souls fought for the nation, for the last war. So 15th of August, coincidentally, it's a memory day for you and for us. Look at that. Look at back Hiroshima. It was like this, looking very disaster and all ashes, 1945. Now Hiroshima is rebuilt very, very dramatically. It's a city, one of the modern city of Japan, academic, industrial, and culture city. Now, let me tell you about the secrets of Japan's success story of recovery, because in 1945, disaster and defeat, complete devastation happened in Japan all over in 1945. And in 1968, Japan has made number two position in the world, only 23 years later. Can you believe that? So I think there are some secrets I also myself as a second generation after the war felt and experienced. So let me go through it. Number one, Japanese people are very hardworking people. And in my case, I was not even claiming for overtime pay, how much I will be paid. I didn't care. Number two, obey all the set rules. It's a very basic common virtue of life. Number three, punctual to schedule. If you went to Japan anytime, you must have felt how the punctuality of Japanese is. Punctual Punctuality in Japan means punctual to the minute, not to the minutes. Okay, that's the difference. At all offices, there are chore, the morning meeting, and yure, that means evening meeting at every team every day. Okay? They all share the information themselves. Number four, intensive planning and its implementation on schedule. So intensive planning is made to the very details, and once it is approved, the implementation gets on flow, on schedule. Number five, horenso. It's a very typical word of Japanese management style. Horenso is a combination of three words in Japanese language. PDCA, PDCA is an English word of management cycle: plan, do, check, and act. So horenso is a combination of three words. Ho means hokoku in long term, reporting in English. Ren means rendaku in short, and meaning informing. And so is a sodan in long term, and in English, consulting. So you have to do reporting, informing, consulting with your boss every day. That is a management style. TQC, you may have heard about it, total quality control, which is represented by the two words 5S and Kaizen, as a very daily practice by all. Then teamwork rather than a standing play by individual. This is very, very important point that you may want to learn in Japan. Teamwork made all the success stories possible. Consensus decision making is another very, very, very specific Japanese style of management. By Ringi system is a typical name. Okay. And lifetime employment. I'm a good example. I have worked for one company, Sharp Corporation, as long as 37 years after my graduation from the college and till my retirement. See, the lifetime employment was another factor. Why it was possible? Because of the two things: job rotations and progressive promotion system. I don't have much time to go through this, but just to let you know that how Japan has made such a quick recovery after the devastating and defeat from the war. Okay, so you may want to learn many of those secrets in Japan when you go and work there. 5S Kaizen is typical manufacturing tips as well. Now, let me tell you about Industry 4.0 and beyond that. Industry 4.0, as you may know, refers to the combination of several major technology innovations, all maturing at the same time, that is expected to significantly shift the landscape of the manufacturing industry. These technologies, such as advanced robotics, artificial intelligence, sophisticated sensors, cloud computing, and big data analytics, all exist in manufacturing today in some form, but as they integrate with one another, the physical and virtual worlds will interlink and transform the industry. So this is the history of the Industry 4.0, how it came up and how it got emerged. First industrial revolution happened in 18th century. Second industrial revolution was in 19th century. Third industrial revolution in 20th century. And now in the fourth industrial revolution, where we are living today. Now, in the America, Marketing 4.0 is also available. Have you heard about that? Let me tell you. Marketing 1.0 was product driven marketing. Marketing 2.0, customer centric marketing. Marketing 3.0, human centric marketing. And the marketing 4.0 is a marketing approach that combines online and offline interaction between companies and customers. But think about it, because of the COVID-19, this online offline interaction has made possible or forced to be possible between the companies and their employees as well. Marketing 4.0 also blends style with substance in building brands and ultimately complements machine to machine connectivity with human to human touch to strengthen customer engagement. Now, beyond Industry 4.0 and Marketing 4.0, what will be the next? Industry 5.0, maybe? Yes. In the European Union, Industry 5.0 is characterized by going beyond producing goods and services for profit. It shifts the focus from the shareholder value to stakeholder value and reinforces the roles and the contribution of industry to society. So this is what the European Union is talking about, but not in Japan. In Japan, we call it Society 5.0. Okay. The history of mankind reveals that evolution of human society has been fueled by technological advances, with key steps along the way as Society 1.0 as hunter-gatherer society, Society 2.0 agrarian or agriculture-based society, Society 3.0 industrial society, and today we are living in Society 4.0, which is an information society. Now, the next will be Society 5.0. It's a human-centered society that balances economic advancement with the resolution of social problems by a system that highly integrates cyberspace and physical space. So this is the image of Society 1.0, Society 2.0, Society 3.0, Society 4.0, and the new society coming up is the Society 5.0. Society 5.0 achieves a high degree of convergence between cyberspace or virtual space and physical space or real space. Huge amount of information from sensors in physical space is accumulated and collected in cyberspace. In the cyberspace, this big data is being analyzed by artificial intelligence, and the analysis results are fed back to humans in physical space in various forms. So things and systems are all connected in cyberspace, and optimal results obtained by AI, exceeding the capabilities of humans, are fed back to the physical space. So this is again the image of current Society 4.0. The upper side is cyberspace, downside is the physical space. And in the Society 5.0, it will look like much more integration there. Okay. Society 5.0 would also contribute to meeting the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, established by the United Nations. Do you know the goal of this? The real goal of this is 2030. So it's only 7 years ahead. Japan aims to become the first country in the world to achieve a human-centered society, or Society 5.0, in which anyone can enjoy a high quality of life full of vigor. It intends to accomplish this by incorporating advanced technologies in diverse industries and social activities and fostering innovation to create new value. Creating new value is the objective of this. Some of the new values examples are introduced already in mobility, healthcare, caregiving, manufacturing, agriculture, food processing, disaster prevention, and energy conservation. Okay, so this is the whole image of Society 5.0. If you can take a look at the center circle, there is a family, 3-generation families living together with a robot, with a pet as well. Okay. Now, as Aishwarya-san told you, we are celebrating the 70th anniversary this year, 2022. Actually, it is extended to the March 31st this year, or last year to this year, so, March 31st. We are celebrating the 70th anniversary of the establishment of the diplomatic relations between Japan and India. There have been so many events going on. And India and Japan has become a very special strategic and global partnership. Okay. Now, I tell you something very important for you to know. Do you know these people? Yes. Prime Minister Modi is there in the center, and on his right or on the left from this side, you will see Dr. Subramanian Jaishankar, the External Affairs Minister of India, and the lady is his wife, who is Mrs. Kyoko Jaishankar, wife of Dr. Jaishankar, is a Japanese lady. How nice is this? Is it a pure proof of strong bonding between India and Japan based on trust and, yes, confidence and respect. Now, Quad is also there, right? India and Japan, together with the United States and Australia, have formed the Quad, the 4 countries allies. It's getting more and more important these days. Now, let me share some of the projections of the population of India and Japan. In the year 2020, the India's population pyramid looked like this. The blue color represents boys, the orange color represents girls, and the bottom line is 0 age, the top line is 100 age. So the population pyramid of India looked like this. And in the year 2050, almost nearly 30 years from today, it will look like this. India will become from 1.3 billion or 138 crore to 164 crores of population, which is far biggest number 1 in the whole world. On the other hand, Japan will be looking like this in the year 2050. Okay, the population number is only 13 crore to become less than 11 crore. Okay, so Japan is in desperate need of young manpower from now on, or still today, starting already in all industries where no robotics or AI can replace humans. Okay. Now, shortage of workforce in Japan looks like this. See, the nursing care is the most demanded, and restaurants, construction, agriculture, hospitality industry, building, cleaning services, food, beverage production, material fabrication, and manufacturing in general. So these shortages were seen already in the year 2019, before COVID. And even after the COVID, this situation is not changing. See, the manpower shortage is still there in a big time in Japan. There is a vision for a digital garden city nation by Japanese government. I just want to share quickly. The goal is achieving rural-urban digital integration and transformation to maintain future prosperity in the outlying regions of Japan, and to encourage many people around the world to gain a deeper understanding of and connection with the country's rural areas. Prime Minister Kishida has put forward this vision for a digital garden city nation, which aims to achieve rural-urban digital integration and transformation. Some of the goals like this: building digital infrastructure, developing and securing human resources with digital skills, implementing digital services to solve rural issues, initiatives to leave no one behind, like this. And this is the visual image of the digital garden city concept by Japanese government. Okay, the two keywords are here: sustainability and well-being of the people. Okay, so you can imagine that how Japan is going forward with this concept and how important it is to get the real necessary manpower from outside of Japan. So Japan is desperately in need of manpower, as I said. In the Japan-India Summit joint statement released in the March 2022, the prime ministers, the both prime ministers, noted that since elevation of ties to a special strategic and global partnership, there had been significant growth in economic cooperation. They expressed their shared intention to realize Japanese yen, 5 trillion Japanese yen, which is about 3 trillion rupees, of public and private investment in financing from Japan to India in the next 5 years. It's a huge amount of money coming into India. The two prime ministers recalled the establishment of the Japan India Industrial Competitiveness Partnership in November 2021 and welcomed the formulation of a roadmap under the IJICP to further promote industry cooperation between the two countries, including in the areas of MSME, manufacturing, and supply chains. See, two prime ministers recognized that digital technologies would play an increasingly important role in the post-COVID world and welcomed the growing cooperation under the Japan-India Digital Partnership with a view to enhancing digital economy through promotion of joint projects for digital transformation, support to provide opportunities for Indian IT professionals to work in Japan and Japanese companies, and collaboration made in the area of IoT, AI, and other emerging technologies. They share the view to further cooperate in various fields like 5G, Open RAN, telecom network security, submarine cable systems, and quantum communications. So, yeah, those are the important points. See, for example, the demand for non-Japanese engineers are like this. IT engineering is a field in which there are a lot of opportunities for non-Japanese who possesses sufficient skills to work in Japan. There are 28,000 non-Japanese IT engineers working in Japan currently, comprising about only 3% of all IT engineers in Japan, according to the Ministry of Economy, Trade, and Industry. The ministry projects that Japan will face a deficit or the demand of 789,000 software engineers by 2030, a gap that non-Japanese engineers are well positioned to help fill. So just imagine, IT sector is most demanded and welcomed or Indian IT specialists. Let me tell you some of the average annual incomes for different engineering positions in Japan, such as this. Okay, programmer, starting from programmer, the lowest, till the AI engineers. All right. This is because of the current exchange rate is different, so it looks smaller, but still it's a good amount of money, annual income that you can expect to get in Japan. Right. So my suggestion to you all, there is a huge potential in employment opportunities in Japan or at Japanese companies worldwide. So start learning Japanese language today, not tomorrow, because it will take 2 to 3 years for you to reach an employable level in proficiency in Japanese language. But wait a minute. If you are not opt for learning Japanese language, that is also fine too. I tell you what, in the International University of Japan, IUJ, there are courses, English medium only. You don't need to speak Japanese at all, but you can still learn and finalize your graduate courses, postgraduate courses. All right. Some of the programs are like this. Okay. All MA courses, right? And PhD degree programs are also offered. This is Graduate School of International Relations of International University of Japan. And other courses from the Graduate School of International Management courses, MBA courses. All MBA courses are available. See? And what is the advantage of International University of Japan? Accredited by AACSB, yes. And The Economist, #1 MBA in Japan, and the top school for IMF scholars as well. One more important advantage for you to learn in this institute is the number of faculty per students, right? Or students numbers per faculty. In the USA, average is 1 to 15. In UK, 1 to 10. In Japan, 1 to 19 in average. But in this particular IUJ, International University of Japan, it is only 1 to 7. Is that nice? Okay. And in Japan, if you go and learn and study there, you can enjoy spring, summer, autumn, and winter. All these natures are there with you all around the year. Where are those graduates are going to work? Yes, consulting, financial services, manufacturing, IT and IT services, energy sector, construction sector, trading, logistics services, and international organizations such as UNDP, UNICEF, and the World Bank. All right. So a lot of opportunities for career too are there provided. And you can just choose those courses, as I said. If you're interested, let us know so that we can even organize a particular separate seminar on that. Lastly, let me share with you how to survive in a VUCA world. We're living in a VUCA world. V, volatility. U, uncertainty. C, complexity. And A, ambiguity. We are in a very fragile world right now. And some solutions already given by some people. Another VUCA, vision, understanding, clarity, and agility. But let me tell you my theory. I made some modifications to this. In the VUCA world, how to survive, you have to have a vision, you have to have an understanding. So you have to have a clear vision, you have to have a deep understanding, and then instead of clarity, I give you another word, courage. Courage to change, courage to enter into a new field, courage to have a determination. And instead of agility, I put adaptability. Yes, adaptability. So how to survive in a VUCA world? You have to have a clear vision, deep understanding, courage to change, and adaptability to your environment. So this is my last word for you all. Let's build a solid partnership for a prosperous future together. Okay. That is all for me today. Thank you. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you very much, Isogai-san. It's a very, very important message for them. How do you do? I introduce my name. My name is Tamiko Oba, and I live in Japan and Yokohama. And I make education study of Japan with Shreya Jaswal. Thank you, Harvard, today. I visited India about 1 month before. It's the 4 times I visited in India. I'm very, very surprised. So I'm very shocked. India has a big change now. Of course, you feel every day. India is so huge changing now. So if we are the very important partnerships, and we wish we make big change, good change world, Japan in India and Japan and the earth. I wish we start the study of Japan and the Japanese program as soon as possible, just now. And please change. You can do a big change to the new India, new sustainable digital country. You can do. So we wish we make a good partnerships and make a good country and us together. I hope. Thank you.
Thank you, タミコさん。日本語でも大丈夫です。私。
日本語で大丈夫です。
はい。
はい。皆さん、こんにちは。こんばんはかな？こんにちは。
こんばんは。
こんばんは。今日はありがとうございます。Thank you very much today.
はい。
私はとても皆様とお会いできたことが嬉しいです。I'm very glad to meet you today. And 1ヶ月前にインドに行きました。I visited India about 1 month before. And とてもインドが変わっていることに驚きました。I'm very surprised. India, big change now. So, そして私たちは一緒に、これからの新しい国、新しい地球を作っていきたいと思っています。I hope we make good partnerships and make a good country and us. あなたたちがそれをします。You can do. Just now. 明日でもない、昨日でもない、今です。You can do now. So, なので、ぜひすぐに一緒に始めることを私たちは楽しみにしています。期待しています。Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. ありがとうございました。
はい。
A philosophical backbone. Okay, so the Japanese take their time in planning and focusing and implementing certain processes, which is also known as the lean type. But on the other hand, we have India and Indians who work very quickly, very efficiently, and are really focused on results and deliverables, which is also, we see it as the agile type. Okay, India has a very flexible mindset. We are very, very adaptable. So when we are looking at the process-orientated mindset of the Japanese people and the hardworking and flexible mindset of the Indian people, together, I think, we really have essentially the backbone, which is the same. We always are striking for the best of the qualities, the highest of the goals, and making sure that we achieve everything. So I think even though we think very, very differently, but coming together on many of these platforms and using our own individual strength, coming together, we really reach the goals together. So, let's work together to create a revolutionary innovation. We are going to be focusing throughout our meetings on the SDG goals and bridge the relationship between India and Japan together. And I'm very, very excited once again. So welcome everyone, and let's start this journey together.
Ma'am, who just addressed us, and all the members of Code Talks who have really tried to bring in a very beautiful way of exchanging cultures, and that too with the aim of enriching human society as Society 5.0, what was mentioned, that's something which is uh, beautifully thought of, conceived of, and not only limited to that, it aims at bringing it to the level of execution too. So, what man plans and wants to achieve, accomplish for humanity to uh, gain from, nothing can be unparalleled in that way. And I mean, actually, what I want to say is that it is a peerless way, an unparalleled way of looking at the future. As far as I am concerned, I am for everyone Jyotsna Ranjan, and I work as a head of school for students from class nursery to grade 12. And basically, principal is my designation, but my soul is that of a teacher, an educator. And I always have felt that my personal vision is that I want to be a lifelong learner. And that is why at the age of 50, I am going to be in this year. I feel that change is the only constant, yet people really are very fearful of it. And thanks to Code Thoughts, and especially to Shreya San, for making me capable of believing that at this age, it's certainly putting the best foot forward of trying to learn a new language that is something as amazing as Japanese. So once again, I extend gratefulness to everyone there on the platform, and I want Shreya ma'am, if everyone, I wish luck to all the people attending today, and hope for a very bright future. Thank you.
Shreya, I would like to introduce. Yeah, thank you so much, Jyotsna ma'am, for your kind words. And we are really honored to have you on the platform with us. Please keep guiding us and, leading us to this path that we have started. So together we hope we reach where we all desire to go. Okay. Thank you so much. And now I would request Manisha to share a few words with us.
First of all, thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this meeting today. And it has definitely given us a lot of insights as to how India and Japan is joining hands and have been joining hands in 70 years. So thank you so much, Shreya Jaiswal and Aishwarya Sharma and your entire team, who's been so much kind since so many days we were waiting for this meeting. And I and Fuzzy sir, we are working together from Pune, and we are giving our best wherein we want to bring the best of the public, best of the students out there who are interested to relocate and also be a part of these programs, which are being organized by Japan members. So thank you so much, everyone. Once again, just to introduce about me, my name is Manisha, and I also run a training institute named Dream Hunt India, which is precisely into confidence enhancement trainings and also women upliftment programs. So yes, and I would also like to introduce Fuzzy sir, who is the director and also the management head of various schools and colleges. So we are very glad to connect with Shreya. Last month we had connected, and we are really very excited to start working on this project. So
thank you so much, Manisha, for your kind words again. Now I would request students to introduce yourself quickly. We just have 5 more minutes before we end the session.
I think if you work in Japan, you can work anywhere in the world.
Absolutely.
And obviously anime and cars and JDM cars. That's
Great. So looking forward to seeing you here soon. So now I request Vikram to introduce himself.
Good evening, ma'am. I am Vikram Chaudhary from Pune. I'm a student of first year engineering in Anantrao Pawar College of Engineering. I, since childhood, I always loved the Japanese culture, the Japanese people, their habits, the etiquettes and manners that they have, and I admire them a lot. And the reason I wanted to learn the Japanese language was because I wanted to I want to communicate and know more about their culture in deep, to study their culture in deep, to know more about them. So the best medium, so due to this reason I wanted to learn the Japanese language. Wanted to learn about them.
Wonderful, Vikram.
Ma'am, I'm Sejal Shinde. I'm a second year student from MIT University, and I'm very excited for this course. Like from starting, I had a dream to work like in a good country like Japan, and so I will put my 100% efforts, and I'm very happy to join this course.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Sejal. That's so sweet of you.
I love Japan because of its companies like Honda and Toyota and those cars like Toyota's supercars like Toyota Supra. And I love these cars from childhood, and so I love Japan since childhood. So I want to work in Japan.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hello to everyone. I just
Konnichiwa.
like I'm yes like starting to get my hands on Japanese from childhood. Like I have been raised in the family which is basically spiritually inclined, and to know about a nation which is just as spiritually inclined as India is none other than Japan. So living my life in working field which is like unmatchable, like Japan's ethic for work is having no other competition in the world. So I see myself working there as a student of engineering. I'm currently studying mechanical engineering in second year at MIT University Pune. So I see myself working there, and if I get a chance, then I would like to like spend the rest of my life there, and have the balance of work and family time there, as there is much balance of work and personal life there. That's all I have to
True.
say. Thank you, everyone. Mina arigato.
Great. Thank you so much, Veet. That was lovely. So
Hello,
My
everyone.
name is Harshir Sagar. I'm currently studying at MIT ADT University in Pune. I'm doing aerospace engineering. Actually, I have a lot of interest in aerospace because it's like a combined branch of mechanical, civil, and computer. I chose to go to Japan like because of this course because Japan has a very diverse culture, and I would like to explore it in many ways. And yeah, as like Atharva said, anime is one of the major interest in it. So thank you, everyone.
great. Thank you. Pramod sir, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So I would like to thank Pramod sir. We have had multiple opportunities to interact, and he is somebody that is very, very excited to, give this opportunity to all the students that are there. So Pramod sir, if you could share a few words, please.
Okay, ma'am. Uh, is there anybody who want to ask the question? Or ma'am, can I go for the vote of thanks?
So you can
Actually,
move
I
ahead to
would
the vote
like
of
to
thanks.
add one sentence from my end to it. And I'm
Sure.
especially addressing Miss Shreya over here. I think this is a platform of dreams, nothing else but unlimited dreams. And our dreams itself could be our wings. That is how I see to it.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing that. Yeah, Shreya ma'am heard the message. So, Pramod sir, you could
Okay, ma'am.
start the vote of
Okay.
thanks. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So I want to give a thanks to the Shreya ma'am for conducting a very nice, well organized welcome function for this new activity. At the same time, I would like to give thanks to Aishwarya ma'am, as usual, for giving the detailed information clearing the doubts of the students. Also, I say thanks to Josna ma'am as well as Fasia Mumin ma'am for their valuable guidance, we can say, valuable opinion about the Japanese programs, activities, because they are in Pune, they are aware of these activities. So thank you very much. Also, I must say thanks to the today's speaker, Tamikos Ishogai sir, for his valuable guidance, detailed information, as well as sharing the importance of these courses and activities for the placement and the role of and importance of these activities in your future. So always it is a great pleasure to listen him due to his vast experience, knowledge, involvement, contribution in Japan, India, interaction, bonding. So I will again request you, sir, that we would like to get the knowledge, information from you always, as well as we want your blessings for these types of courses, activities through your guidance. So please keep with us, sir, in future also.
Ma'am, I do have a doubt.
Then I will say thanks to Tamika ma'am, always there, gives her contribution, gives her involvement for each and every activity related to the Japanese Tech Exchange program. Ma'am has been told that big change in India is there, but in the education field, for the employment field, again, so much help is needed from your end, ma'am, from your side. So please keep it with us for these things. Once again, thanks to all the students from different colleges, from different region of India for attending this welcome session and showing a keen interest to be forward to attend this important, valuable program for your future. Once again, thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Pramod san.
Thank you, sir.
Just a minute.
Sayonara.
Arigatou
Just a
everyone.
minute. Just a minute, ma'am. Aishwarya ma'am, can we take one photograph, group photograph?
Yes,
Sure,
thank
sure.
you. Please. Yes. So please.
Okay, everyone, could you please switch on your
Okay,
cameras?
everyone. Do it, everyone. できた
Thank you, sir, for always reminding us.
できる
Okay, everyone say Japan.
Arigato.
Okay.
Arigato.
Everybody say arigato. Okay,
Yes.
great. One.
Arigato.
ありがとう。
Arigato, ma'am.
Bye.
Arigato.
ありがとう。
お会いしましょう。
ありがとう。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
ありがとう。
ます。ありがとう。
Gozaimasu.
Done. Great.
ありがとう。
ありがとう。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
よろしくお願いします。
あ、なんかすごい。よろしくお願いします。すごい。よろし
よろしくお願いします。
くお願いします。すごい。こちらこそ。
It's so nice to see all